Welcome back, collective. Welcome back to my channel. We are about relationship with ourselves first, okay? So that we can manage our emotions. You could be a Queen of Swords. You could be thinking about a Queen of Swords, a very blunt person, but under the veil, a very loving, soft person, but can be very cutthroat. We're looking at a person that has head over heel, head over heart, but more or less heart and mind is balanced because now we have a clear vision. She's a very honest, straightforward person. She understands about life, okay, and love. She understands about you have to correct your flaws, A very strategic person. She looks out for everyone and she'll cut you off with her sword. She always gets messages from God, always delivering to the mind to make it wise because you're meant to be thinking from your highest good. So now we're looking at a person where the mind is looking at an opportunity. Okay, we're looking at enthusiasm, we're looking at the solar plex. Okay, we're looking at someone very stable. All right. So now we're cutting through. All right, looking at maybe some of you a relationship with yourself, because when you have that relationship with yourself and you cut out people, things, and places that don't deserve for your highest good, it's just like this Queen of Swords. It's following her intuition. Because you need a clear, conscious mind, all right? So you can get your downloads. So don't forget to write your dreams down, collective, so you can co-create with the universe and you can see who's for you and who's not for you by studying your dreams, all right? None of my readings, I don't charge for readings, all right? All my readings are free, and all my readings, my personal readings, okay, are different. I like to give aftercare, okay? I like to give out things to do because my readings are free and I'm not going to be wasting my energy on people coming back just for readings every minute. I'm not here to be your sat nav. You have your own sat nav within yourself. So I give you tools so that you can exercise your intuition. Okay, so I always do aftercare. I'll never leave you by yourself. All right, because going through the tarot, you can go for a rabbit hole, and it's a very dangerous tool to play with. So now the Queen of Swords looks like she's leaving a legacy. All right, she's focused, okay, on the tree of life. All right, so now we're looking at our seeds. Okay, ancestors are pouring down our seeds, so water, okay, to water it. All right, so we can be grounded, practical when it comes to the service of heaven and earth. It looks like someone's co-creating with the universe, all right, because it comes with the health first, so now the wealth is raining down like thunderstorm. So now we're looking at loyalty, we're looking at wisdom, we're looking at maybe an Aries person, or someone's looking at the action and ability for maybe a Queen of Swords to use her intuition to bring the ships to come in. So now we see maybe trading, maybe someone's on a personal journey, because now we're looking at maybe transformation or someone staying afloat when it comes to finances. Maybe someone's staying afloat, all right, by being very active, a very ambitious person that cuts through. So now look like you could be a chef cutting up the onions and things. You could be someone just like cooking up some ingredients, maybe like your kitchen. So now you're looking at competition. You got to be a competition with yourself. All right. Be something better than you were yesterday. Okay. Don't be a competition to other people that's trading. You just go sinking because you're focused on other people too much and not on your own stuff. All right. So now you're looking at the courage of maybe the Queen of Swords when it's like looking at being very creative, bringing in generational wealth. Okay. We're looking at someone, a free spirited person, okay, a very individualistic person, very self assured person. Someone's looking, okay, you could be you in that description, but we're looking at maybe someone very friendly, humanitarian person, a very individualistic person, intellectual person. We're looking at innovations by using the right energy, intentions, and actions, okay, because we're going back before we had sat navs and mobile phones. We use our intuition to make many ships go from like Africa to Europe, from Europe to New York. All right. So you got to have a different perspective, or maybe someone looking at this Queen of Swords that has a different perspective, an open mind, a very rebellious person. But maybe someone thinks the Queen of Swords is very unique and unpredictable. Okay. So now we're looking at the energy of maybe someone trying to maybe adapt, all right, around a con when it comes maybe to a Queen of Swords. We're looking at maybe gossiping about Queen of Swords because you're very clever, articulate, a very psychic, intuitive person, in tuned into me. So when you say intuition, you're going within, like an intuition. Okay, you're a student going within, doing self-mastery. Now, maybe someone's looking at maybe how versatile and sociable maybe this Queen of Swords is, a very flexible person. So now we're looking at the balance, maybe a very artistic, balanced person. Maybe someone feels this person's very charming. Okay, so maybe someone's waiting, looking, because now we've got the Three of Wands. Someone's probably looking at e-commerce or expansion. Okay, someone's expanding, maybe. Their creative ideas or a business, could be a business, a strategic manager, expanding. Okay, so now we're looking at expanding our legacy across the land. All right. So now you're looking at a situation, could be a journalist, you could be a salesperson, you could be a teacher, okay? Or you could be a sailor or just a good leader, all right? A strategic leader. You could be into computers, all right? So now we're looking at the energy of maybe a corporation, or maybe someone wants to cooperate with the Queen of Swords. But we're looking at maybe indecisiveness because someone's standing watching, okay? So now we're looking at the graciousness, maybe. You could be a judge or someone's judging this Queen of Swords from afar. All right. Sometimes when you see the Three of Wands, it's about someone looking out, having an insight. Okay. Also, it could be a spiritual family watching over the Queen of Swords. All right. Because behind the veil, remember, you need your spiritual family to help you to bring your gold from place to place, from land to land, from water to water. All right. So you're using your intuition and allowing your answers to help you on your tree of life, to bring in your ships to come in. So it's like being in a theatre, all right? When you're waiting on the shore for your ship, for your trades to come in, all right? So maybe you're doing logistics, okay? Or maybe could be a logistic manager, all right? It's like the spirits are working with the wind, the storm, the water, emotion. That's why we need emotions. So you can help the spirits bring in your trade, okay? Because sometimes behind the scenes at a theatre, you don't see all the echoes and all the storms and the pirates and all that trying to get into your ship as you create your relationship with yourself. So now we're using the spirits to help us to bring our ships to come in, but you can't abuse spirituality. This is where now you have to create your karmic debt, all right? This is where they come with the tithe at church, all right? Have an open mind, people. It's about karmic debt, you know, all right? It's not fair that we have to give 20% to church and the churchman has a big house and we have to pray for ours. That's wrong. That's piracy. That's piracy. So now we look at maybe a pirate, maybe a Taurus for a Capricorn person's family. Pirates being caught in the middle of the ships, all right? So now we're looking at, someone's looking at maybe emotions. Someone feels maybe we have this insight into the Queen of Swords, a very loving, nurturing, psychic, intuitive person, someone you can give good advice when it comes to leadership, or maybe it comes to action, energy. Maybe someone understands about energies and intentions. Maybe someone saw these intentions, maybe when it comes to a far situation, maybe something abroad with a fire sign person, with a Taurus or a Capricorn person, by using the intuition, the psychic gifts. It's all about the feelings, all right? So now we see the ships coming in when it comes to maybe someone's personal journey, when it comes to transformation. Maybe someone wants to transform, maybe into a much more loving leader, like a Queen of Swords. Or maybe someone has an insight into two people, take it as it resonates. But we could be looking at a very hard, cold person on the outside, but in the inside, she's very loving. She uses energy. She can feel people before you even tell her. And I think this is where maybe a masculine is just, he's probably never met someone like that before. Like, whoa, I'm not even near you, and you feel me, you see me. Maybe so. Let's see what card this is. Oh, maybe a Leo person. Now you've got Aquarius and Leo. Affinity. Now we're looking at maybe an opportunity. Someone's taming their beast. All right, you've got to tame the beast within yourself. Someone's probably looking at the courage. But now you're looking at the strength to balance the feminine and masculine energy within yourself. Because when it comes to stormy times, it could be someone being angry. All right. Or when it comes to watery times, it could be someone being overly emotional. So now this is where, when you have the masculine energy, you tame that beast within yourself, all right? Because someone feels like they're connected to God, all right, the highest self. Because remember, the lion rules the jungle, all right, but with his heart open. Do you understand? So now you've got the strength of love. So someone's seeing the strength of love, all right, how we can bring in, okay, your generational wealth, which is your ancestors. It connects you to God. So now you're looking at a situation where maybe someone's seeing this Queen of Swords as very sexy, very self-assured, a very strong, creative person that's connected to heaven and earth. We're looking at someone very open when it comes to creativity, or you have a Queen of Wands that's looking at the strength, and maybe she can't look at this Queen of Swords. So let's see why. All right. But someone feels that she's very, very strong, though, this Queen of Swords, because now there's a hidden energy. There seems to be a hidden energy when it comes to someone's courage, maybe, or strength. Now you look at unconditional love. I just saw the Lion card again, so you might be talking about a Queen of Swords. Maybe someone's talking about a Queen of Swords, how strong and self-assured she is. Maybe someone's looking at the courage and the ability for her to use her intuitive side, very psychic person that can get through any block. Okay, so now we're looking at the courage and ability, but it looks like a Queen of Wands doesn't want to look at a Leo person, because maybe a Leo person turned their back to maybe a Queen of Wands, maybe a very pushy, over-demanding person. Sometimes the Queen of Wands can represent a distorted feminine in the tarot world. Because now you're looking at maybe it's someone's energy, overbearing, pushing their values onto other people. Maybe a Leo person was pushing their values, maybe, this Queen of Wands. When it comes to maybe a message. Maybe someone's looking at a message or a beginning of something. Or maybe someone's being very immature. Maybe she's just a page. She's not a very good business person. But it seems like she doesn't want to look at this inside. Or maybe she had a look about the Queen of Swords' inside and was given false information to a Leo person. So now you're looking at a situation with the Queen of Swords. Maybe someone's looking at happily ever after with the Queen of Swords. Maybe someone's seeing that it's a spiritual family, because now you're looking at happily ever after. You're looking at a situation where someone's leaving a legacy when it comes to family, love, support. Now you're having an insight into someone feels like maybe they have a legacy with maybe a Queen of Swords, maybe. But the Queen of Swords, she looks very happy. Oh yeah, this morning I woke up. I went downstairs. Oh, the front room light is on. So I saw the doors creaked a little bit. I see my son passed out in his jacket. I said, "Oh, my son!" And I hit him on his leg. About to hit him on his leg. I said, "Babe, wake up, man. You know, you go back upstairs." When I turned around, I see my nephew there as well. I said, "Ah, it's one I haven't seen for ages." Oh my, they should have heard my big mouth. So now we're seeing the offer. I love family. So now we're seeing this offer, maybe when it comes to maybe a new job, promotion, investments, new income. Maybe this Queen of Swords is seen, or maybe someone sees this Queen of Swords is very gifted when it comes to raining down reparations from the ancestors. Because now you're looking at your solid gift collective. You have a very solid gift, all right, in sight, okay, for you to plant, all right. When it comes to a treasure, we're looking at spiritual treasures, all right. We're not looking just at gifts. A gift is a house. A treasure is a pyramid. So go within yourself and see the wisdom and the knowledge for you to rain down, okay, your tree of life, okay? Maybe you're looking at leaving a legacy. Now we're looking at happily ever after because someone has an insight. Maybe someone's in love with a Queen of Cups. Maybe a Leo person. Now you're looking at manifestation. Someone's happy, okay, or contented when it comes to manifestation from the soul family. Now we like researching. Maybe someone's got this insight that they're researching, looking, being very curious about Queen of Swords, how they bring their ships to come in by using their intuition, the right energy, actions, intentions, by using love to water the seeds, remember? Because Earth sounds about practicality. Earth sounds about practicality, and air sign is about intellectual abilities, and then the fire is about the soul of the self. It's about how you create from your self-expression, but it has to come from the strength and the courage in you. Do you understand? Are you your worst enemy? Okay, are you going into the strength of the heart? Because the heart is the seat of the soul. Because that's how the lion conquers the jungle. So now maybe someone's researching into a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person when it comes to manifestation with the heart open. Because now God and the ancestors are preparing. Queen of Swords table in front of the enemy. It could be a Taurus or a Capricorn person's family. The pirates on in the oceans, all right? Now you've got the oceans and the lotions. We're looking at the possibilities and relax and allowing the power of the universe to work in your life when it comes to bringing your ships to come through. We have that insight, okay, of maybe someone's doing manipulation. Someone's wasting their skills, and now we have a different perspective. Maybe someone's abroad that they can see they can go from hard talking to love. So now someone has a different perspective when it comes to maybe 4 of Wands. Maybe someone's looking at homecoming, celebration, family reunion. Maybe someone's looking at twin flame connection because someone feels like maybe they're divinely connected to this Queen of Swords. Now, the 4 has become a 5, all right? So now because of this knowledge and wisdom, all right, it's become a problem in someone's maybe community or maybe where someone migrated, okay? Maybe someone's looking at the distance between the two, okay? But now you've got a different perspective. Maybe a fire sign has illuminated their mind with wisdom and knowledge, because when it comes to the truth of the heart, okay, it's about love, all right? Maybe someone is in love with this Queen of Swords, because now you're looking at a challenge when it comes to bringing our ships to come in. Because now you're looking at rivals, challenges, pirates. We're looking at maybe obstacles in someone's home or community or where they're migrated or to bring your ships to come in. So now the tensions are very high now, all right? The energy where people are not listening to each other, okay? They're more or less studying about Queen of Swords. They're not studying to understand. They're studying so they can reply for their own personal gain. So now we have a problem for our ships to come through within the middle of the ocean, all right? When it comes to bringing in the 2 of Cups from heaven to earth, all right? So now looking at maybe because we saw the page of Pentacles. That means the 2 soulmates want to be physical on earth and not just in the mental, all right? Doing psychic connections through feelings, because it's a feeling. That's what's bringing these 2 ships to come down to earth. It's feeling, ancestors, information, happily ever after for the 2 of Cups, God's 2 of Cups. So now maybe someone has a different perspective about God's 2 of Cups. Because now we've got the Hangman on the table. Maybe someone's looking at the wisdom, the knowledge of their experiences, okay? Maybe their past, maybe mother issues, maybe for some of you, for a Leo person. Or you're looking at maybe a sister or auntie, okay? Because now you're looking at the wisdom. Maybe there's someone self-sacrificing unnecessarily, so someone's getting a different perspective. You have to have an open mind when it comes to spirituality. You can go from 2 pathways to bringing stability from heaven to earth. You've got to behave yourself. Maybe someone's got a mother, a past life mother as well. Maybe a water sign mother or the same fire sign mother, maybe. Take it as it resonates. So now we're looking at the feeling. Aquarius person feels that a Leo person is being backstabbed. She feels and she thinks, because she feels the energy is about energy. She feels that when it comes to his own personal journey of transformation, she either feels backstabbed by a fire sign person, or she feels a Queen of Cups is backstabbing a Leo person, or she feels someone abroad, away from her, is backstabbing a Leo person because she's very psychic and intuitive and he doesn't have to tell her. She can feel it. So she feels his pain in his back and she wants him to come to peace, because right now when he's on the floor, he may feel like a coward because he's been through the most. So now maybe it looks like a castaway. You understand? It looks like he was just floating in the river with no ship, no nothing, no support. And now he's laying down, coming out of that ship like a castaway, you know? So now she feels this Leo person is going through pain, maybe rock bottom. She's trying to speak to him in dreams to say, illuminate the mind and come to peace. Learn, have an open mind and a different insight about how you make your ships come in with your intuition. Maybe she feels that he's sacrificed himself by not trusting his intuition or his psychic gifts that will make him much stronger, because he's coming to peace to understand he is a lion, and now he feels like he needs to come to peace. Because now you're looking at a Capricorn person trying to control, the backstabbing, or Queen of Wands. When it comes to Leo person or Gemini masculine, backstabbing a Leo person maybe. But it seems to be a new horizon, come to peace, with people using their lips to sink your ships. And that's coming to an end. Somebody wanted a Leo person unalived maybe. And this is where this difficult situation came in, because the Queen of Wands wasn't telling the truth. She wasn't acknowledging the truth. She didn't want the Leo to acknowledge the truth. So now you're looking at maybe a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person using her intuition. She's not blocking her heart. She's protecting her heart by using her intuition to make a very difficult decision. We're looking at stalemates. We're looking at a two-faced person when it comes to Queen of Wands. Maybe there's a split loyalty when it comes to Queen of Wands and a Leo person, or maybe a Scorpio person or a Gemini person. Take it as it resonates, have a different perspective. Maybe about a Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is turning her back on a Leo person, because now a Queen of Wands looks like she can't face a Leo person. So the Queen's person is taming the beast of a Leo person when it comes to within, to bring the courage, to come to peace with an ending, because every ending has a new beginning. Maybe he's heard, because the sword is in the air. He's heard about unalivement, maybe. Because I'm looking at every ending as a new beginning. So now maybe a Taurus person, a pushy, overbearing female, is now being blocked, or maybe a Queen of Wands, because of an ending for a Leo person and a Aquarius person. So now we're looking at a Queen of Wands, can't look at a Leo person maybe, because they had this person maybe on a pedestal, and now that pedestal's gone. Okay, because they don't have the courage or the ability. They think this Queen of Wands is a coward, a very overbearing, self-centered person that is blocked when it comes to creativity. They just created havoc. Now, someone feels left out in the cold when it comes to Five of Pentacles, maybe. Ill health, poverty. Someone's looking at, they're worrying about being isolated from maybe a Leo person or a Scorpio person or a Gemini person because of the reliability with an earth sign person. Because someone's organized something with an earth sign person when it comes to donations. So now looking at the hidden energy when it comes to a mystery, when it comes to a Queen of Wands, a distorted feminine, a pushy, over-demanding person that does seduction with a Taurus person. So now we're looking at a Sagittarius person is a burden when it comes to the foundation of maybe a Queen of Swords is happily ever after, or you've got a Sagittarius masculine coming forward. Maybe he feels this Queen of Swords can help with their burdens, because now you're looking at Lion, or a twin flame connection with the masculine ran. He ran. Now he's thinking, why did I run, man? I need to come back, man. I need to go back. I need to go back to the Queen of Swords. I need to go back. And someone's lying, and they're looking back at this Queen of Wands. They're looking back at this Taurus person. Leo needs to end. Whatever it is, he's trampling over this Taurus person and this Queen of Wands. It could just be two people or one person at once. That's the energy. They're not intuitive. They're giving out bad advice. They're looking at poverty. They're looking at spiritually being blocked. Abusing spirituality. These people are not creative. Especially when it comes to godly creation. Very distorted feminine with a hidden energy. So now we're looking at single. Somebody's lying about being single. Maybe someone lied, the Queen of Swords was single. So now they're looking at manipulation. Maybe someone looking at the skills and the talents of the Queen of Swords with a different perspective. Someone's looking at a burden, all right, because now they're looking exhausted. Maybe someone is over-exhausted, carrying a burden about a lie, about being single. Now someone feels like they've been backstabbed, maybe a loving person, a very nurturing person that gives that good advice. So now you're looking at some dark times. But it seems to be a horizon for someone, all right? It seems to be an ending of a rock bottom, maybe for a Leo person that maybe feels left out in the cold by a Taurus person or a Queen of Wands. or a Scorpio person. So that's 3 people in this energy, or maybe 4 people, take as it resonates. Someone's reflecting anyway. Someone's looking at being single and someone's lying, trying to run away with it. Maybe an earth sign person, we're looking at a different perspective. Maybe an earth sign person when it comes to rock bottom, stabbing people in the back. Because now you're looking at lovers. Maybe looking at a love choice. A love choice, maybe a Queen of Cups or an earth sign person. Stabbed you in the back and they want to win at any cost when it comes to unalivement, assault, abuse, verbal, physical, mental abuse. We're looking at a bully. We're looking at Bully Betty, all right? And the Taurus people then. Now you're looking at pirates on the island, on the river, trying to create a castaway from masculine, a chosen lover. Maybe someone's ended a love choice, an earth sign person that's a prophetical liar, a very manipulative person, a very deceitful person, uses seduction to get her way. So now you're looking at lovers, maybe come to an end with a Gemini person or maybe a Leo person. But now you're looking at singles when it comes to 2 of Cups. Somebody wanting to end the 2 of Cups and block it, a Queen of Wands and a Taurus person and a King of Cups. Demonic people. Told y'all. 1, 2, 3. It's wrong, man. Demonic people. Can't look at Leo no more. Maybe they feel left out in the cold for a Leo person because somebody was feeling, didn't want to be left out in the cold when it comes to money. They look at separation, isolation. Maybe someone looked at a growth through a season of completion. So now we're looking at Queen of Wands is blocked when it comes to intuition. I don't know where she's getting intuition from. Now we're looking at a King of Wands, looking at his counterpart when it comes to telepathic communication. But someone's lying, stealing, cheating, trying to act like a friend. Maybe this Sagittarius person, or maybe someone's lying about the passion of the 2 of Cups. Because now you're looking at the 2 of Cups wanting to come to a foundation, to earth, because now it's been guided by the angels. It's been had about patience, man. 2 patient angels. We're looking at 2 patient earth angels, heartbroken. When it comes to this team of people, looking at sparkling ideas. And maybe a Leo person had to defend himself from a karmic cycle. So now we're looking at maybe a destiny now when it comes to Queen of Swords. Looking at this pathway, looking at dead in the eye. But behind this, maybe this pathway, someone's foundation is coming down because of the devil in the house. There's a message going around about God's 1 of Cups, Holy Grail, wish fulfillment, for insight. If someone sees the Empress, maybe someone wants to celebrate with the Empress, but there's a holdback. Someone feels unloved, maybe a water sign person. Because air sign person can't believe. She can't believe what these people have been doing behind her back. She can't believe it. She can't believe that you lot just bring this whole stagnation, these karmics, and not looking to go into your own destiny. What's your purpose? Take that leap of faith. Would you use your intuition? Instead, they want to fight for other people's knowledge, wisdom, for money. A Taurus, a Capricorn person with unrequited love, the devil, you know, using promiscuity, passion. A Taurus person didn't want to be left out in the cold. Now there's a fight, and it's a burden, man, because someone's holding back. Maybe when it comes to Aquarius person, a very loving person, or a healer, they're thinking about this balance. When it comes to working with an Aquarius person, offering investment, but you had to come to an end because someone's juggling at work. Because when they go within and see God, someone's researching and thinking about the truth, being blunt on this pathway. Because now someone feels like they've got the barriers up when it comes to sparking ideas and comes to investment for Taurus or Leo person in an institution with a Queen of Pentacles and a King of Cups. It seems to be like a stalemate, a different, when it comes to wish fulfillment, a different perspective when it comes to maybe King of Pentacles, when it comes to reliability, when it comes to a Taurus person. Now they're looking at maybe pain, or looking at maybe a higher priestess when it comes to still having human experience. Someone came in with unrequited love, a tarot reader, looked at this movement of a Cancer person. When it comes to unrequited love with a battle of a Leo person, building the whole fucking foundation that is not real. King of Wands is looking at maybe someone on the internet when it comes to justice, or looking at ending a cycle in a court procedure, maybe with a Queen of Wands, who's being very blunt about taking that leap of faith, walking away to start a project somewhere else, maybe. I don't know, take it as it resonates. But this King of Wands is looking at his counterpart, King and Queen of Wands. But the pirates, isn't it? Pirates. Copy and pasting. I don't know what they're fucking doing. Wicked people, man. demonic people. Hey, King of Wands. Maybe the King of Wands is thinking about this Queen of Swords when it comes to legacy. Maybe they have this insight about a loving person, a very strong, self-assured person. Maybe they're seeing this happily ever after, trying to manifest because they got a different perspective. They got a different insight about being backstabbed, maybe by a Queen of Cups. Or someone that's a Gemini person when it comes to maybe ending or unalivement. Maybe someone feels they ended and they need to block maybe a Queen of Wands or a Taurus person. Because if someone feels burnt out, maybe holding a lie when it comes to a different perspective about maybe an earth sign person or a love choice when it comes to a Gemini person. Somebody wanted to make an unalignment for a 2 of Cups. You've got to go within. Queen of Swords, gone within, done the hurt, and it's in the truth. All right, the star is in you, collective. All right, don't let these celebrities take the star away from you to make you think you need to be, I don't know, famous to be a star. No, you are a star. The star is in you. Maybe a Virgo person's looking into maybe the Queen of Swords. So maybe a Virgo person's gone within for clarity. He's done his own personal truth. Maybe he turned his back on a Taurus or a Capricorn person when it comes to their legacy, inheritance. Maybe they had a commitment when it comes to contracts, lucrative deals. Because someone's got a different insight how to bring their ships to come in, maybe. Because someone's ending. Someone was to end because of a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, manipulation. They were doing the madness, lying, stealing, cheating, acting like a friend. They were paying people to give maybe a fire sign, a different perspective about a loving person, a very psychic person. So now we're looking at bringing your ships to come in, because now you've got the offer of God giving you your gift so you can turn as your spiritual treasure. But a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person kept backstabbing over and over and over again, using their lips to sink people's ships. Maybe a Gemini person. Maybe someone's saying maybe to protect their finances, to bring some groundedness, because they're going for some dark times when it comes to overboard or immigrating with someone. Someone probably went and done business overboard with someone, collaboration, but it's missing elements, man. Emotions. There's no emotions, just pure ill will, negative thoughts, because they got no root chakra. The root, man. So now maybe someone wants to offer this loving person because somebody tried to end maybe a fire sign, having a different cycle with a loving person, or maybe someone paid a Queen of Cups maybe to backstab a Gemini person to get a resonate, or a Gemini person feels a Queen of Cups is a loving choice but ended, blocked, and now he feels an immature little penis head. So now someone feels a Queen of Swords is very loving, can be very hard, very blunt with the truth, but the default is always love. She's very psychic, very intuitive. She sees the Leo person as her counterpart, but she feels, even though he's been far away, she feels every pain he goes through. I remember I used to wake up so angry for no reason. No reason. I used to wake up with scratches on my body. Now I know. Now I know. It's Leo. It's Leo. One time we met up 13 years ago, and we was in this room, this hotel. We weren't doing anything. We were just having some real deep conversation. It felt like the souls were making love though, but we weren't. We weren't doing nothing like that. We had our coats on still. We was in the room for hours just talking. And then he went out, but very, very, very quietly. And I span my head round. I said, Addy, are you all right? He looked at me and said, how did you know? Because I feel it. Every single pain that man goes through, I feel it. It's Leo person. It's weird, isn't it? How you can meet someone for 3 months, dream about them for 13 years, and then telepathically been speaking for the last 5. And I feel every single thing he's gone through since I've been away. 10, 11. So we're looking at taking that leap of faith. I just saw the Emperor trying to stick out. Taking that leap of faith, no expectations, no baggage, a Leo person. Maybe trying to tame that beast. It's Aquarius person. He's taming the beast within himself. Maybe he's looking at balancing the feminine and masculine energy, because fire signs is about inspiration. You're born to love from the heart, okay? Because the Leo of the lion, he rules the jungle through the heart, because the heart is the seat of the soul. That's a lesson of power. So when people are out here acting like they know the lion heart, boy. Oh, it's about feminine, conquering the business world. These fucking people are stupid. She must have thought that was the Empress energy, just a businesswoman. No, she's a buffoon. It's about God's downloads from a divine feminine. It's about the lion when it comes to the heart. To conquer the jungle, it comes from the heart. The heart is the seat of the soul. So that Lionheart movie was a piece of shit. All about Genevieve Nadja's ego. Addie Love. So now looking at a single Queen of Swords, a very strong single person, very self-assured person. Someone that's very self-sufficient. They bring in their own legacy. Because someone before, maybe, the Queen of Swords wanted to use a Leo person for his services. But it wasn't. It was an Earth sign person and a Queen of Wands that needed services. Now, maybe someone feels a wish fulfillment to block a Queen of Wands, or maybe someone's seen a King and Queen of Wands being single, self-sufficient. All right. Maybe now you're seeing maybe a Queen of Wands, a counterpart when it comes to an Earth Angel. The counterpart of a King of Wands, Adiwale, a King of Badi. So now you're looking at manifestation, what's above is below. Okay. Go within collective and go and look for your own soul family. Study your dreams, all right? Say like if you are a Queen of Swords, okay? I would normally tell my clients, not my clients, I shouldn't say like my God, well, not my gardeners. I normally tell the other gardeners when it comes to planting their seeds, all right? If you have no idea how to start correcting your flaws, go and study what a Queen of Swords is. And go and study what an upside down Queen of Swords is. And that might help you on your journey to go forward, all right? To your own happiness. Because now you look at the Emperor, a King of Wands. Maybe the Emperor's gone within is very happy. Because maybe he's in love with a King of Cups. Same energy. Love, innit? Counterpart, soulmate. She feels him. She feels everything he goes through. So now maybe you're seeing it ending with maybe a King of Cups and a Tauro Capricorn person. But they got a different perspective with a Sagittarius person. Or maybe another Aquarius person. Lying, stealing, cheating, acting like they're single, self-sufficient. They're only choosing love, maybe a love choice to backstab. So now look at the Two of Cups, a love choice, all right? Definitely it's a twin flame energy. Definitely spiritually connected. Because all the cards on the table to indicate that spiritually connected, they want to come together. But it's been blocked by 3 people: a Taurus person, a Cancer person, a Queen of Wands, or Sagittarius person. Backstabbing, maybe added a Gemini masculine. So now we're looking at balancing. We're looking at maybe blending the mind, the body. We're going through the middle passage of surety and mercy, okay? You can't be too dark. You can't be too rude. Yes, because the Queen of Swords, she can be rude, boy. A lot of people say, oh, I'm glad it's not me, boy. Because air signs, they can be very cutting. Because they're air, innit? That's why they're called swords. Because they're the words. They're the masters of words. Okay? They come with the mastery of words when it comes to mental. Remember, your mental is your garden. Do you understand? It's heaven. So what are you putting in your garden? Is it lying, stealing, cheating? Now, if you're going to be watering your garden, which is your mental, now you're creating seeds of weeds in your garden. You're not creating things to become blossom. Do you understand? It's not blossoming. Why? Because the thoughts is your garden. How are you watering your garden when it comes to your thoughts? If it's about backstabbing, all you're going to do is end your own finances because you're not watering your own garden. You're too busy trying to backstab other people for whatever they have. You're too busy trying to embody what everyone else has. You're not studying you. Because a lot of people in the Western world, right, like to say, oh, if you spend time on your own, you're being antisocial. Well, that's you, isn't it? That's your thought. That's your garden. You want to just sit there in your garden and watch your garden grow weeds. That's you. But some people don't see being alone as antisocial. It depends how you're using your time. Are you using your time wisely, or are you using it under the energy of lying, stealing, cheating, being deceptive, trying to act like people's friend? And you know we're not friends, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's all about the money. So now that's going to end. Glutton, greed, ego. Ends, man. You can't just develop a friendship because you got money. That's madness. That's mental illness. There's a lot of things that's mental, man. Why? Because mind's not healthy. So it's no good having all these labels. It just means if you're lying, your mind ain't healthy. You got mental issues. You got weeds in your garden. If you're being deceptive, that means you got unhealthy mind. You got health issues. If you're lying, stealing, cheating, doing the most, that means you got weeds in your garden. You better start plucking, my friend. Someone needs to do some gardening, because somebody was ending an entrapment, or maybe someone's ending, maybe a Aquarius person when it comes to not telling the truth. Maybe someone wants to come and tell the truth to a Aquarius person. But look at entrapment. Now someone's looking at spiritual prison, prison or mental prison now. A Taurus, a Capricorn person for entrapment, for not telling the truth and not trying to make people acknowledge the truth when they know the truth. You can't go around manipulating people like this, being chickadickery doc, think you can get away with it forever. No, you can't clock into life like that. So now their garden is ill. So you can call it bipolar, you can give it all these fancy names, but it's still mental health issues. It's not a healthy mind. It's not healthy if you're lying, stealing, cheating. That's not a healthy mind. That's mental illness, because the mind is your garden. Your mind is your garden. How are you channeling? How are you channeling your energy? Is it the truth? Or are you channeling your energy to lie, steal, and cheat? So that's all it's going to come down. If you're not telling the truth, pure lie, and you're stuck in that lie now. You're stuck in that lie. So now people understand, you got to understand, when you come back every lifetime, you're going to come back more imprisoned. So you might not be that lion in the jungle, in your habitat, enjoying yourself. You could be a London Zoo, man, being pricked up, being a slave, being an entertainment. Do you know what I mean? So now we're looking at a freak show when it comes to a Taurus, Capricorn person. Just a freak fucking show, man. They don't believe in God. I heard it in my dream. She said, is God real? I said, Genevieve Nadja, you're not allowed to question if God is real. You stole from Adiwale Kinrabaji. I told you to stop. You said no. So behind my back, you made shits come in for your own money, for your people then. You got to have a different perspective. God is after you. And my army, yes, I have a massive spiritual army. Who don't believe? I don't care. Go within and seek your own truth. Seek your own purpose. Stop looking at capitalism foolishness. It's just taking down the wrong road. So now someone's gone within and seen a Leo person is the emperor. And now you got the empress. Now you got the empress. From a past life. We ruled a kingdom, whether you don't like it or not. We ruled one of the greatest kingdoms to mankind. I heard in my dream, God said, name your son after his dad. And make sure you put the words the greatest. Adiwale Jr., the greatest. I told my sister once, and she laughed. She's a Virgo person. She laughed, and I cut you off, man. No one laughs at my son's name. You stupid. God named my son. God did. Look at the word good. God just asked us to be good. Take the extra O out. What do you have? G-O-D. God is right there. In your O, your universe, in you, your mind. Because your mind looks like an O, right? This is why I don't do that cross. That's closed. Because the mind's meant to be open. The Christianity cross is closed. Because it's meant to be open. Open. Like the ark. The Egyptian ark. Oh. Here we go. I use this one. It's like the Egyptian ark, right? It's meant to be open. It's the head for you to be open, to go from heaven to earth. Do you understand? So this is like, is it mother, father? No, this is son, and this is the masculine going into the woman. You understand? This is why the Egyptian cross is open. It's the mind has to be open, but Christianity's cross is closed. Think about it. Different perspective, people. You gotta have a different perspective. That we come back lifetimes and you don't keep going into war and that. The mind is coming back sick. It can be trapped in like autism, ADHD, stuff like that. We gotta have an open mind, people, man. We gotta stop this war shit. It's gotta come to an end. All this backstabbing, lying, cheating, down, it's gotta stop, man. Find God in you. So now you're looking at the Emperor and the Empress. Aquarius person looking at a battle. Somebody's walking away when it comes to research and when it comes to unrequited love. Sagittarius person backstabbing a Leo person, a Cancer person looking at the foolishness from the past. Come on, man, you lot big people, man. It's not about titles. It's bigger than that. It's about God's plan, heaven on earth. But it starts with the mental. The mental. How you go within and see your mental. How you guard in your mental. So now you look at the power and control of the Emperor when it comes to wish fulfillment. Someone had a manipulation. The line, they wanted a wish fulfillment to end this masculine. But they're jealous, man. Just jealous people think they can do destiny swapping fucking idiots. Oh, there you go, Taurus person. Now you're looking at maybe a Taurus person looking at a Aquarius person when it comes to their work. Maybe you're working with a Aquarius person when it comes to institution. Ugh. And that's all they care about is fame, man. This Taurus person, it's just all they care about. So now they've been judged. And now they can't sleep on that Taurus person. Maybe a King of Wands look at the strength of going within. It's the truth. With an air sign person. Go within, man. There's your strength, man. There's your power. Go within. Tap in. One time, right? Do you know what? His soul can be so domineering. Like, it reminds me of like, oh, what's that? I can see that box where the thing pops up. Jackanory. Is it called Jackanory when you pop out the box? He's so big. And one time he's laughing and he said, have you tapped in? Have you tapped in before? Something like that. And I just laughed and I said, I've never heard that word before. And when I woke up, that's all I kept hearing is people saying, yeah, tap in. I tell you see, the universe is beautiful. It's a beautiful place. So beautiful. It starts from the mental above. What's above? That comes below. So what's above is your mental. What's above? What's in the mind? Because your hands are the one. What's above is below. And what's on your table? In you, water, the truth, and you being creative to bring in your pentacles. But how are you doing it from the mental? What's above mind is below. Heaven is the mind. You've got to think about it, collective. I've always like from a child, I've always had this thing, another kind of gift. I can just have a conversation with you. I don't need the cards. And I can tell you what your job is or what you can do, even if you're not doing it yet. It's about your thoughts, your lifestyle, how you put things together, your energy. Sometimes people some people kind of like are disencouraged from what they used to do as a child. I think you shouldn't. I think some of you need to go back and think, what did you really enjoy as a child? What made you be free? Because children are very free. Because when I was bringing up my son, all right, I've done it most by myself. Obviously, the dad's there, but not there. But yeah, there, but you know what I mean. So anyway, when he was a child, I bought him this massive suitcase, but it was for crayons and all that. But it looked like a suitcase, all right, from the crayon people. Someone's heartbroken. That's coming to an end. So he was like in nursery. It was so funny. We came in and I went in the kitchen straight away to start dinner. Or give him his dinner. And I was like, right, what's dinner now then? All right. And he's getting upstairs with this big suitcase thing. It was so funny with his little tiny body trying to carry the suitcase out. He's like, no, Mum, I'm going to do my own work. I was just laughing. And as we grow up, he's always been in that nature. He's always been that one who wants to wear suits. As a child, I don't know where you get that from. He's always wanted suits. That's one thing. My son loves suits, right? So then he's always been that person to sit in his room. And he used to get all these like exercise books. And he used to just write just random numbers all over these books. I'd be like, son, what are you doing? He'd be like, oh, I'm just doing my accounts, Mum. And he just random numbers. Like it's like he used to know he was a business person from his past life or something. So one day he had a dream. It's like, Mum, I went to these gates of heaven. And God put me to this gate, mum. It was open, mum. It was amazing. It was amazing. And one time as well, I was sleeping and he was like, oh man, I think it's about 6, 7. And I had this dream and I jumped up and I ran in his room and we had blinds with cords and it was wrapped around my son's. It was wrapped around my son's neck. That was a horrible experience, that was. But it was all right. And then the other day he went out with some mates, all right, was drinking a bit. And the policemen jumped on him for no reason. I had a dream about that. And I couldn't breathe. And I jumped out and I couldn't breathe. I had to run downstairs and get this glass of water. And I said, oh my God, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. My nose, literally, the way I woke up, I could not breathe. Within 2 minutes of me getting this water to get myself back together again, I got a phone call. And it was his girlfriend at the time. And she was like, oh my God, they just jumped on my son for no reason. I was like, no way. He said, yeah. And when he called me from there, it's weird as well. I saw what they'd done to my son. My son, I saw why he came back without his right clothes on. They didn't abuse him, no. But they were watching him. He was passed out. That's what I'm saying. People, all this drunk stuff, stop. Because you got some people purposely just look at your genitals for no reason. I saw what they did. Oh yeah, I did. So you got that call that morning. My son couldn't breathe. I saw it, I felt it. And he said, yeah, Mum, it jumped on me, man. I couldn't breathe, blah, blah, blah. And I said, he started talking about what happened. And I said, I saw everything. I saw everything. And when he came back, he had jogging bottoms on. I always tell my son, you know, keep how you drink out on the street, bro. Keep how you drink, Mum. Don't do that drinking thing. It's not for me. I despise it, to be honest. I mean, I must say I'll probably indulge once in 1,000 years. Do you know what I mean? You know, but everyone does whatever they want, innit? Some people don't agree that I smoke, or some people don't agree that people smoke, innit, or drink. Everyone does what their own substance. It's about moderation. Everything is about moderation. But yeah, that dream wasn't nice. I saw, felt it. Couldn't breathe, man. I saw what they did to my son. No reason. I just called my nephew straight away, man, and he got my son out straight away. For no reason. No reason. It's always this stupid wrong identity. Always that fucking excuse. Like one time they came from my neighbour, and my son is darker than me. You saw this big bull van about 3 of them just skirt right outside the gate. It was like a sunny day. It was just sitting on the steps, all right? Or we're just talking, you know, you pass by your neighbours. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it all jumped out, right, we're looking for you. Looking at my son ain't like that, you know. I just jumped like a shield. I said, no, you don't. I said, don't you effing come near my effing son. Are you crazy? So then we're having this argument, going near my son. You're not touching it. I don't care. We're going to fight all day, bro. All right. So they walked off. They took about 3 steps. And then they turn and goes, oh, no, it's not. It's you. I said, you lot don't know what the fuck you're doing. Because now they picked on someone else that was mixed race. I said, there's 2 different colours, babe. You don't know what you're doing. They didn't know what they were doing. It was madness. And it still wasn't the person they were looking for. They just jumped. You just could be black. They don't care if you're mixed race or dark skin. Just jumped on him, you know, for no reason. So now his friends used to come in and he's younger as well. Because he's the darkest one. His white friends as well. So good, man. This generation is different, man. They're not putting up with lots of bullshit about this race shit. It's about the energy. They're not putting up with it. His mates used to always run home. Auntie, oh my God, they're stopping a mall again for no reason. This time it was us. Or this time it was us that we were there first. Or blah, blah, blah. This comes up for no reason. No reason. And with the children, they're very, very honest with me. Very honest with me. I love children, man. You got to give them that free space. And when they tell the truth, it's like you allow them to face their problems and they won't do it again. They've got to have that free space, but with discipline. Anyway, I went into one, didn't I? So now we're looking at ending. It's about trusting your intuition, collective. You've got to trust your dreams, study your dreams, you know. Hey, study your dreams. Talk to God. Now, someone's talking to God. Someone's ending, thinking about every ending as a new beginning. Once they stop this investment with a 12 of a Capricorn person family. Oh, let's not even go there. Unrequited love, backstabbing, doing the most. Nah, man. No, I told him for 5 years, leave my fucking Leo alone. Just leave him alone. No, the devil wants to try me. The devil wants to try me. So let's go, man. You're not intuitive like me, my friend. Let's go. Let's go. So now we're looking at ending. Maybe you're ending with a Scorpio person or a Taurus or a Capricorn person or a Libra person because you're thinking about maybe manifestations. What's above is below. Because now you're looking at the coffin, okay, is your bed. And when you go to sleep, it's the cousin of death, right? Right. Someone's going for spiritual warfare, man. A Leo and an Aquarius person about entrapment, about unrequited love, backstabbing. Now it's a burden. Okay, it's now like ending. Thinking maybe, ending a conflict, or ending with a Queen of Wands, maybe. Conflicts, man. Demonic people, overbearing, pushing their values onto other people and don't even understand about spirituality. Go and sit down. Go and sit down. You're not even a queen. You're a page of wands with your Taurus page of whatever, pentacles. So now you've got to stand up for yourself, collective. Have that different perspective and stand up for your beliefs. All right. So someone's saying no, no, nay, nay. So this earth sign person saying no, no, no. A Leo person got to stand up for himself. Stop, and defend his own pentacles. He has to defend his ace of pentacles, his solid offer. He's got to protect you from these people. They're backstabbing him in the back. And they're trying to backstab a Queen of Swords. No, she'll stick up for herself anyway. She doesn't like bullies. That's one thing about Queen of Swords, man. They don't like bullies. They're too intellectual. Sometimes Queen of Swords act a little bit detached. Because they need to be there for people. That's air signs for you. Air signs can be all by themselves. You can leave them with nothing. They'll find that dust on the floor. When you come back like rotted, how did you invent that? You'll be like, whoa. That's air signs for you, man. Go within air signs, okay? Look at your own emotions. Tap into your intuition, your psychic gifts, okay? I know you've been big for a backstab. That's coming to an end. You're very self-sufficient. You've got 2 single people on the table, maybe. Very self-sufficient when it comes to maybe someone feels like they want to come to your house and lay down and rest. Maybe want to invest, maybe. Oh, man. Keep going, babe. Backstabbed Taurus person. What you sow is what you reap. They're backstabbing for a fucking house. I can't believe I keep reading this. A house! A house! And investments. A house. Brick and fucking water. Brick and water. Someone's got to come out this yard. Or Taurus got to come out this yard. Or Taurus is looking for ending in this yard for fucking money. Because you want to look like self. I'm a strong, self-sufficient person. I'm so commodity, darling. No, do some Radcliffe reflection because you're an idiot. Unstable people, man. So now you look at the strength of being self-sufficient. It's not about independence. Independence, anyone can help you be independent. But are you self-sufficient? So when people make you independent, does it mean you're self-sufficient? And now this is going to be a different perspective for a Leo person. Yes, they might be independent, but they're not fucking self-sufficient. The men make them look independent. So they can put on that facade of, look at me, I'm independent, but you're not fucking self-sufficient though. No, you're not. Blocked. Blocked. Oh, there you go, King of Cups again. Always coming at the right time. Now you've got King and Queen of Cups. Got to end it with this King of Cups, man. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. Emotion manipulator. That one will bring you up, boy, to bring you right down again. Why? Because it understands emotion. The Cancer person is very deceitful. Very deceptive Cancer person. Looking at secret rituals. You're looking at hidden emotions. Looking at fears now. Someone's ending a secret, maybe. When it comes to a Cancer person or Taurus person. Immature people, man. Use your intuition. They're not intuitive. So you can't win this battle, bro. The way they come in, flash. They can only come with a flash. With me and them, we can be in a dream talking. And he'd be like, right, I've got to go. I'll be back in half an hour. I'll be all right then, Nadie. I'll go to another dream. Do what I've got to do. Come back. Now, in my mind says in my dream, it's been half an hour now, time to go back. Then I'll go back to that said dream. And then there's Adiwali standing right there. God, you really came back? I said, yeah, of course I did. And then we'll just go trotting off. Don't know what it is about them two souls. They just won't leave each other alone. No matter how far the flesh is. Because that still means tangible flesh, isn't it? Things you can touch. But right now, we can't touch. It's in the air. And now it wants to come down. But the pirates got in the way. So you've got to use your intuition, collective. Because someone is not intuitive. They're not psychic. They hear voices. That's different. They hear voices of the wickedness they've done to other people. So when you hear people are hearing voices, it's not about 10 fucking dimensions, people need help. No, it's the wickedness they've done over past lives. When you take people away from their purpose, what do you think is going to happen? Karmic debt, man. You're going to get that nudging you. Because one time I went into this shop, and long story short, this woman pushed me, all because she wanted to go to get to the self-checkout. I said, I was talking to the shopkeeper at the time. I span. That's how much she pushed me. I span. And I said, I said, did you realize? I said, are you going to say sorry? She said, no. I said, no. I said, okay, give me a good reason why you did that. She said, I need to get over here. No lie. I heard my ancestors say, push that little bitch out the way. And I pushed her so hard, she ended up on the fucking floor. And I looked at her and said, listen, this is not fucking 1800. We can go around pushing people around. I would lick it out. Make sure when you see someone like me, have some fucking manners, man. I didn't want to do that. Oh, there you go. Karen starts phoning the police. I went back my business. Went to another shop. I came back. I saw the police. I said, oh, yeah, you're looking for me. I said, listen, tell her to behave herself. Next time, don't be on me. Do you understand? And I explained. And I walked off. They couldn't stop me. They didn't have to say one breath. They didn't say one word. I didn't wait for them to say one word. I ain't got time for that. Aquarius starseed. I ain't got time for that. So somebody wanted to block on Aquarius person, a starseed, an earth angel, a queen of stupid wands. Told you, they're pages. What I say? Page. Taurus person is a page, not a queen of pentacles, a page. Forever motherfucking learning. Why? Because they don't learn from their mistakes. A child that needs to be carried every motherfucking way to look like they're independent. So now someone's blocking maybe an investment, or maybe someone's blocking maybe letters or something, or text going to a Taurus person. They come to letters. And at the same time, God told me, tell Adiwali the truth. He had no right to talk to Genevieve about me. In my dream, he said, I love the way you write. How the fuck do you know that? How the fuck do you know that? I don't even know this chick. I never met her on no movie. Please, don't insult my fucking intelligence, mate. I stopped watching Nollywood movies the day fucking, what do you call it? Sky said it's £1. I said, huh? And that's the last time you had morals, man. Every time I see a Nollywood movie, I can't stand it. It's all about trying to be Hollywood. Always the woman battering the man or spiking out his drink. Nah, that's what made me stop listening to reggae music, man. As soon as the early 90s, the guy I said, what? I'm not dancing to that shit. I don't do dancehall. You're mad. I don't do things like that. Nah, man. I had no right to discuss any of my letters with Genevieve Nadia. No right, especially while she's sucking his cock. So where's her own self-respect? None. No self-respect. So now you're looking at a burden. Someone's got to have healthier boundaries, man. Maybe the Emperor, a Leo person, looking at this lie from an Earth sign person. They were piping out this man's drink for the longest, man. For the longest. It's wickedness, man. Wickedness. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, man. Look at them, but they're pill popping with a Cancer person. They're fucking evil, man. Look at them putting the fucking pills in there. Evil people, man. Fucking evil. Just fucking evil, man. Sorry to swear, people. I'm not that channel for you right now. I'm learning to not swear, though. That's one of my defaults. But when I got to deal with the devil, that's one thing. Then I got stuck. Because dopping over frightened. Right. Now, God says I own. This is the wounded warrior. God showed me that I own a massive army. Yes, I do. And how do I get to do that? Not by being soft all the fucking time, people. So get out of your Western illusion. Oh, she's meant to be spiritual. Oh, she's meant to be like an angel. I was like a fucking angel. Look what happened to me. Look what happened to me. Bitches want unalivement because a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo person, Jennifer Thatcher can't fucking clean her pussy out properly. I was being nice to these people. There's no more nice anymore. Changes, man. I don't do manipulation. I'm sorry, but you do the same bullshit over and over and over and over again because you want to stay in someone's house. No, I don't think so. I don't do that. Once you say sorry, I want to see change behaviour. Same thing with my if I do tarot reading privately, I don't charge. Why? Because if I give you tools to do, you're gonna come back and learn it, innit? If you don't want to learn it, you don't come back. Simple. My shit's free. Don't get it twisted. So anyone that says you, oh, you know, she says she wants money. No, she don't. No, she don't. You can donate, but I would never ask you. It's up to your heart, mate. I don't really care. I don't care. I'm on God's wages. I don't give a shit about you lot. Them comments don't mean nothing to me. Maybe someone's to come in passionately. Ugh. And then you're looking at maybe a different perspective when it comes to maybe defending an earth sign person that was promiscuous. Too many fucking lovers. Now you're looking at maybe sparkling ideas. Someone's very single, very passionate. Maybe someone just needs to, they were juggling, lying, but being single, man. A player, man. Too many lovers under deception, lying. And that's what fucks up the 2 of Cups. You shouldn't have lied in the first place. I tell people, you see when you lie or you keep secrets, remember, energy attracts energy. All you're doing is attracting people like a Taurus person. All I want is your money. So now we've been guided by God, saying, yo, earth sign people, bring back every blood clot penny. Every fucking credit, everything, bring it back. Furniture, toothpaste, knickers, everything, bring it back, my friend. Go and pawn every motherfucking thing until you bring back every single penny you owe this Leo person and this Queen of Swords. We've been guided by God. So now you look at maybe King of Pentacles and a King of Swords, look at love choice when it comes to the 2 of Cups, with the foundation coming down with different perspective about wish fulfillment. Going within, you've got the strength to do that. Look at let back King of Cups. King of Cups is a burden, man. Yeah, this cancer person is a fucking idiot. He's trying to fight any cost though. They didn't want to walk away. You don't got to stop supporting your family like this, man, or friends like this. They got to earn it, man. Later. You see, when I see my friends do anything bad, they know me. I'm cussing you out. Cussing you out. Not around me. So half of them don't come around me. I don't really give a shit. Because I'm not tolerating your foolishness. Look at your intuition, my darling. Someone feels telepathically connected to someone. And that looks like unfulfilled surprise. Unfulfilled, boy. Because now someone's looking at a 5 of Cups. Secretly, somebody wants a Leo person, single, and never to the case 2 of Cups. A Cancer person, Taurus person, Queen of Wands. I don't know what you're not doing in this yard, boy. I saw it in my dream as well. It's too much festive time at Leo's yard. I saw a table full of people just eating at the man's fucking things, Bridget. And I saw a whole load of people. I saw plates with mess. It's like these people are just fucking pigs in a fucking barn. Just a bunch of motherfucking pigs. I started taking these plates. I was sitting on his lap. I said, no. I took out every plate and I put everything back. I said, no, you're giving it back. Give me that back right now. That was me, man. And I was listening to his heart. I said, no, you're not taking a fucking piss. Get the fuck out. I took out every goddamn plate on that table. That's why they don't want me there. I'm too psychic, too intuitive for these people. Free paper done, my friend. All this spiking. Free paper done, man. I'm not going to stop this story until it's that Taurus person and her fucking gang of goons are in the paper for the right reason. Told you, King, Queen of Swords, always balance. God's 2 of Cups, man. You can't fuck with God's 2 of Cups, you karmic fools. Destiny swapping. You lot are watching too many Marvels. Or maybe you lot are watching too many of your fucking ancestors' bullshit. Maybe it worked for the weak, but it doesn't work for the strength, baby. They must have thought I was a weak bitch, boy. No, I don't think so. Don't think so. Fucking idiots. Look at a pathway about telepathic communication. Maybe somebody wants to work with a Queen of Swords. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. Remember, walking love, talking truth. I love you guys. Bye.